Now, around the hallway, okay, we will be using charcoal. Okay, so we've got our two types, and for some reason the vine charcoal is a little on the skinny side. So I do have these kind of like long, slender pieces. Feel free to just break them in half. They're probably gonna snap. But we'll start out with the vine, and remember the compressed charcoal are the blocky, the little squarish ones. Okay, so vine are the tubes, and the blocky ones are compressed. The blocky ones, the compressed, make a lot darker mark. So we can kind of go back over that later. Okay, so now it's important because in the hallway you're going to sort of have your paper from here down, so you'll kind of need to really get down and sort of squat down to get that last part. We just aren't able to get it kind of up on a large wall because there's that partition. Okay, so I'm going to choose. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose. That was a good one. Choose someone a figure. So the goal of this is to get an accurate drawing that incorporates the gesture. So we'll sort of start out. So we'll start out with my gesture. I'm going to make pretty big here. See, it kind of, it's hard to do because it's up here. I'm just going to kind of spine. Make her bigger. Okay. Okay, because she's kind of doing this bend kind of thing now. Unfortunately, this is a little foreshortened. So I'm going to have to break out the hip over here, just kind of blocking it in. Kind of knees here. Knees like about where the ankle is. Sorry, broke. And that's kind of down here. So kind of go back up. Kind of spine kind of bends like this. Shoulders. Head sort of directly above the foot. Shoulders, chin. So just take a look at where everything is because her elbow's kind of where her knee is. And her hand about where her this one comes out. More charcoal. Then we can kind of start fleshing some things out. So we've got our basic pose. So that kind of line. This one's a little hard because there's foreshortening. So now I can kind of start, coming in. Blocking out my forms. And I chose sort of a harder one. And then I can get my erasers and I can erase back in. So I can kind of come up and start fleshing out the body. But you can think about, but look and see where everything hits, right? Like look how far things are. In fact, she's actually more bent over than I have her made out to be. She's actually kind of like here. And with this, we can actually, as her knee kind of comes up actually above the elbow. hand stretches out like so. And then we can start doing kind of barrels. Do more erasing. Sort of as we go. I'm still not satisfied with the way the chest is. And the head, kind of looking down here, which is not big enough. But again, with the charcoal, it'll be easy to kind of go back and solve those. Okay, now it's starting to take shape. Okay, but again, we can come back in once we kind of have the pose that we like and start kind of figuring out, okay, that kind of rounds off. Okay, and we can start kind of curving like we were making it before. And really outlining where things are, okay? And once we get that dialed in, then we can kind of keep erasing and choosing the marks that we really like. Then we can start coming in with our compressed and really sort of figure out that outside contour line. But you may want to choose images that are not foreshortened, meaning they don't have body parts that stick sort of straight out from you. It's going to be a little bit easier to work with. Okay, but fleshing out, starting with our gesture first. The body, figure out like what's going on, and then we block it in a little bit more each time.